at the time that I'm projecting it, and hasn't started the audio late. So, what missions are we gonna do? Because I know he's got that final one. I know Tyaris has got a mission, but that one is fighting a Satan, so I'll leave that till a bit later once the team's a bit stronger. Hard, normal. That gives us an extra tech priest. What's our cohort looking like? We've got our relatively strong melee Xenorites. Okay. You are hard. You are also hard. You're hard. You're a boss fight. I'm saving that for a bonus episode. Let's just do this one then. No, they take up too many points. I'd rather stick a couple of Skitari in. A serious matter has come up, Magos. A serious matter has come to my attention, Magos. I fear I can only discuss it with you directly. My tech priests are lacking in time, manpower, and resources, Subdomina. Ensure it is worthy of our time. It is. One of the Skitari officers has broken his strategic thought conditioning and disappeared from our comms net. The conditions in the tomb of Ubjao have caused a complete psychological breakdown. In short, he has gone mad. This is a material and moral threat. I return shock at the prospect. You were right to bring this to me. It must be dealt with swiftly and discreetly. Maybe I shouldn't have included Skitari in this mission? Now, pardon the sound of my console overheating. That'll happen in a moment. I can narrow down the Alpha's last location, but it is an approximate target at best. You'll have to find him. My tech priests will locate and neutralize this wayward soul. What intelligence do you have on Necron activity in the area? The Alpha broke under fire. The Necrons he was fighting will still be there, and Magos, when you find him. What logic demands must be done, must be done. Yeah, still sucks to have to do it. Let's see what we've got. Oh, that's not good. So, we've got a couple of points we can go to. What's the bet we find? There is a 50-50 chance we'll find him on the next one. A Skitari trooper lies dead on the floor of this chamber. It's clearly not the Alpha you seek. There is no sign of telltale Necron Gauss fire, and the body has been dismembered in a manner typical of a Flayed One attack. Suspicion. It seems dubious. Though I am loath to say it, I hope this was done by our rogue Alpha. Otherwise it means there is more than one mad Skitari in this tomb. The body has been stabbed with a standard issue Skitari entrenching tool. Ouch! Which is still embedded deep in its ribs. It is disturbingly apparent the trooper was killed by a fellow Skitari. Yeah, nasty way to go. Let's hit that one. Let's see, that should calm down the hardware at least. I do have audio, right? I think so. The mic is set the right way. So, what have we got in that direction? 2 lich guards? 2 lich guards? Nasty. This is a straight up horrible list of foes to have to fight. Now, you have a stealth tool, so I might just stick you there. I might stick you up here to present a strong front, along with this one. That vanguard's going to be a problem. Not having AoE weapons is unfortunate. Now, okay, I could have brought in troops. Okay, I should have charged that. On the subject of charged, how far back can I get still be in range? That's as far back as I can get and still be in range. Not that I'm never not in range. These things are all... Yep. Hello again. Seems I moved for nothing. Why, yes, I will move back into cover. I probably should have fired on it a moment ago, but I knew what had happened if that foe didn't move. Now, let's reveal the stats on this one. Okay, energy resistance, which means the other one probably has physical resistance. Lovely. Let's move to here just so that he can attack. Okay, the enemy's coming up from there. Let's get another cognition from elsewhere on the battlefield, because I want to get as much damage onto that lynch guard as I can. Take the shot. Ruin him. Holy! Is that by the Omnisire? That did in fact ruin him. Nice work. See, I don't need to move because I've got the shot. That did its job. I wasn't quite expecting it to be that. Wasn't expecting to be that successful. Nice work. I'll just move this one over to here so that he can intercept that flayed one. Now I'm going to have you grab the cognition from there. I'll just wait until next turn, because that way I'll run him through and grab that, and grab the cognition off the machine as well. But those flowed ones are starting to concern me. So I might just stick a couple of servitors down. Hey, wipe him! Yeah! Wiped! How far back can I get? That far back, okay. Let's at least have it run through one tech priest. Energizer goes up. Take the shot. 7. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, the other one wasn't going to do attacks. Okay. Let's just at least apply some damage onto him from a distance. Book it. You need to get out of dodge. How much health has that thing got? Okay. I'm trying to scroll around and that's not quite working. Okay, so this is going to invite a counter-attack, but I think I can take it. I think this tech priest can take it. Six. Damn corruptive technology. And counterattack. 2. He hit hard. Is that worth doing? Nah, it's not. Hey, cognition. Nice. I should have sound, so now how tough is this one in melee? Actually, might be an idea to heal that tech priest up. While I don't have a good ranged weapon for dealing damage to him, I can still aggro him and cause the tech priest he's in melee range of to do that. Yeah, that worked better than I was intending. Well, actually no, that worked pretty well, but certainly better than I expected. Now, let's just delay you. I know the objective is kill all enemies, but I am going for as much cognition as I can get my mitts on. Oh boy, that invited trouble. Quite an annoying amount of it, quite frankly. You know what? Let's break stealth. Any chance I can get through that? Probably, but it's going to require Volkite. Now let's go here. Now, because I am going to run this tech priest around the battlefield a bit. First stop is to get within range of the servitors here, so that I can at least buff one of, can buff them. Buff one, buff the other. Now let's have you try and take out the middle one. Yeah, nice. Okay, you can go just over to here. Take him out. Let's just run that over to there to provide backup. Now, so while I'm gonna date this video heavily with this next comment, but given it's November and a lot of guys online like to go NNN this and NNN that, I have an alternative suggestion. NHN, non-stop hobby November. Clear your backlogs. By all means, if you're watching this and you're painting minis, good on you. If you're watching this and you've got minis within range to paint and the time, because you're watching this and you're not doing something else, I would advocate you paint minis. Come on folks, let's get our backlogs under control. Don't need any more. Now, first of all, come over to this one. Poink it. Now, grab cognition. Take him out. That got rid of him. Take him out. But yeah, in that vein, oh crud, I meant to get the other cognition thing, but oh well, I'll probably return to this map soon. But yeah, in that vein, I've already got 2 minis completed this month. He's gone too far, Magos, but I can't make this decision for you. Called it. I thought we'd find the Skitari on the first go. The mad Skitari Alpha is hunched against the wall in front of you. He has ripped out his augmetics, and one of his eye sockets is empty. It is a scene of gory horror. His breathing is laboured, and he is filthy with blood. I'm bringing him back to the ship. The cohort rushes the officer and are able to restrain him with neurocuffs without incident. He thrashes and screams as they drag him out of the tomb, and before they reach the tomb entrance, he dies of augmetic organ collapse. Well, we tried. I love how that was the first one. Let's continue and see what else the mission wants us to do. Sounds like word is already spreading. Damnation. Gossip moves faster than any data virus. Yep. I figured just warning them is probably enough. No point, doing anything too mean. They are fighting the Necrons after all. Let's go this way, because that means less troublesome interactions and more potential rewards. That did nothing, apparently. This looks like the work of the Rogue Alpha. Is this some kind of offering to the Necrons? The simple offering of a rad rifle, ammunition and ration packs lies at the foot of a tarnished statue that may represent Lord Oobjow. Peruse. The cohort sifts through the items as left as tribute to the Necrons. Among them is a chunk of blood-soaked circuitry the Alpha ripped out of his advanced augmetics and offered up to the Necrons. The bionic can be recovered, but the find is disconcerting. Yeah, disconcerting, to say the least. If a Skitari can do this, can a tech priest? If a Skitari can do this, can a tech priest be much safer from madness? Oh boy, different map entirely. Oh, it's this map. Oh, it's this map. Now, what have we got down there? Oh, 3 people. Welcome! To those just joining the stream, welcome! Tell me, are you also undergoing some kind of a hobby challenge this month? I've decided to try and paint equal number of models at minimum to the days that there are of them left of the month, or more to the days of the month that there are. Currently I am sitting on a total of 2. One from a faction I don't normally collect, and one from a faction that, well, one from a faction that is underway. Finally, my Arbides have a completed Cybermastiff, and it's not a new one. It's not one of the new plastic ones, it's one of the really old metal ones from the days of Necromunda. There is a lot of nasty Necron units here. I'm going to move to this. Now, let's move you up to here. Now grab cognition off that. I'm probably going to end up in the yeah, I thought it. As soon as I saw that Vanguard, I was like, yeah, that thing's just going to teleport him. Oh boy, he can't do much else. Okay, let's get him over to here. Now, we've got, well, that's nearly done. The console in. This will finish the job. Now I'll just move you back. Tell me, what is the stats of this foe? Oh, that is unpleasant. Now, we're expected to escape, of course we are. But no doubt the game will expect us to, you know, wipe the Necrons out first. I'm going to use that on the console. I'll save the other thing to blind poke, to stealth poke the end, to stealth poke the lynch guard, but I'm not doing that in this particular round. You are running back to there. Now there wasn't an additional one up the back there, was there? No, there is not. You can grab off that. Because I am about to do this. Take the shot. 7. Not bad. Not bad. Could be better. Now he's going to come up and be a prop and be slightly annoying. Well, this one's going to get wiped anyway, so I might as well just do this. 5 damage. Ow. He's going down. Oh no. He might yet get to do something. I'm just going to move this Skitari over to here. Take the shot and see if we can bait him into running. Yes! Haha! I like it when a plan comes together. Let's just move over to here. Since we've got no more cognition this turn, let's find out what this thing's stats are. Oh great, he's weak to physical damage instead. Okay, let's take out the one next to him. Yeah, that'll work. Take the shot. Okay, so I probably should heal that Skitari, shouldn't I? going to go here because I'm going to make use of that, actually, if I move you here, what do I want to do? Do I want to, yep, take the pot shot at, oh thanks! Now you've teleported the other lynch guard over here, great! Well, at least it did something. Unfortunately, it also teleported a lynch guard across the map, which is not a good thing, because the main counter I have to that lynch guard is on this side of the map. Or is it? Let's just use that. It's like this tech priest's real threat isn't, like the real threat to this tech priest isn't the enemy, it's his own equipment. Oh crap. Reinforcements, of course reinforcements would arrive. On the plus side, it did that. 9 damage, nice. He's down to 1 HP. Is he able to counter? He can't counterattack. Let's get rid of him. Okay, so I am going to have you open up on that lynch guard with that and see if it does anything beyond annoying him, which it's guaranteed to do. So does he yeah, he starts walking over. I take it he's out of line of sight now. Let's take a shot at you. Probably should have hit the one closer, but oh well. Yes! I might hold off on moving that one. Let's just take the hit on him. Shielding goes burr. Damage absorbed. Nice. Can you physically get over to there to be helpful? Yes, you can. Not that you have much health. Let's take the shot. Well, at least it won't be running away. Let's get rid of him. Now, I'm going to run him to here. And just wipe that thing out. Let's just push it all the way forward. Now you're going to come through very angrily, aren't you? Let's just move you up here. Okay, new round. But yes, I have made a Death Guard Havoc. Now I know they're not in the Codex at the moment, but yeah, I now have a Death Guard Havoc with las cannon instead of, I think it's entropy cannon. Now I'll be honest, I feel like the Death Guard should have had Havocs from the beginning, and they should have had, like, when I say beginning, I'm in the 8th update. But it should have been not just the default options, so your Reaper autocannon, your missile launcher, your las cannon, heavy bolter, and so on. It should have also included entropy cannon. It is entropy cannon, right? Let me just. No, it'd be Plague Spear, wouldn't it? Yeah, Plague Spear. Like, they should also probably have had the Plague Spewers. They should have had either poison or rad launchers that, sure, have low strength by default, but they don't need high strength because they're literally coming in to deal out a whole lot of deal a whole lot of fire. Now, I reckon they should also have, you know, that be an indirect fire weapon. So, like, they have poison mortars or plague mortars on their on an infantry heavy unit. Maybe have the arms be tentacles that go up to a backpack mounted mortar gun to adjust its height and so on. Like, because I know Death Guard had a whole lot of nasty weaponry in the Heresy. Like, their Terminators all had grenade launchers, if I remember correctly. And now their Terminators have a mixture of Plague Spewers and other things. Now, let's move you up to here. So yeah, my first 2 miniatures of November are an Arbide's Metal Hound and a Death Guard Havoc. It's looking like the next 5 miniatures are going to be heavy weapons crew for a third-party Earthshaker carriage, or something that'll work as a proxy for one. Now, I'm going to just move this one back to here and open up, as well as the heavy weapon, as well as making the carriage itself. Now, I did lose one of the crew members that was the set exclusive commander, but I'll find it eventually, and I don't really need it because the squad normally only has 5 in it anyway. Now you can get up to here. Take that out. Still probably worth leaving this one there. Let's just move you down to here, because that's why I'm leaving the other one there. Just going to give that Sakaran a bonus to movement. You can't hit that from this range. If I move you there, could you hit that? Yes. Yeah, let's just do that because I've got a Skitari that can take the shot. Yeah, let's just move you back to there. You can run up this way. Run! Run like the wind. Yes, I did leave part of that quote out on purpose. Apparently there's going to be a new Toy Story movie because that somehow needed an adaptation. I like the idea that it's going to be set around Jessie rather than Woody. That's actually kind of a cool idea. I just, you know, hope they do a decent job of it. Now, new round. Wonder if reinforcements will spawn in. Doubt it at this point. But yeah, the model I turned into the last canon one was the Warhammer Heroes Mer Slug model. Because I'd eyed it since it was announced. I'm like, that looks like it could be a last canon Marine. Why didn't I do that? And I now have done just that. Will it go anywhere? Probably not. There aren't Havocs with last cannons for the Death Guard in 40k. Of anything approaching a recent edition. I think maybe if there was the option for them back in the Death Guard Codex in 8th or Death Guard Index. I know some of the older editions let you make your entire Space Marine army into Death Guard, which was points intensive, but it was a thing you could do. Yeah, who knows if he'll end up with more slug. Part of me wouldn't mind getting more of that blind box, but we'll see. Whoa, loud. The Alpha's corpse is carried out of the tomb by the cohort in a sheltered nearby clearing. The body is doused with promethium and burned. No trace of the Alpha's madness remains, and the matter is treated from then on as though it never occurred. A sorry deed, but it had to be done. My thanks, Magos. Even the Skitari are not immune to the psychological casualties. And if word of this god Alpha's madness would have, and if word had got out, I added a had there. And if word got out of this Alpha's madness, they would only have become more susceptible. Every soldier has its weaknesses. It is logical necessity that a commander. It is logical necessity for a commander to take them into account in the decision-making process. I'd rather we were defined by our strengths, but not our weaknesses. But missions like this remind me of how fragile we are in a place like the tombs of Silver Tenebris. It is the ideal of the tech priesthood to remove those weaknesses by making our physical form closer to the machine. True flawlessness has yet to be attained. Indeed it does. And we gained a new tech priest out of the deal too. We didn't also gain the option for more troops, did we? Because that'd be really useful. We gained Blackstone, which is useful. Now, let's find this new tech priest. The first thing I am going to do, when I find it, is put that on them. First few missions for a new tech priest, I tend to just equip them as a stealth trooper, because it takes a while for them to be able to catch up to the strength of the rest of the cohort. Especially when we're dealing with the randomness of having perks set to random. Engine Seer. Xenorite, so at least he's going to be self-healing. Lex Mechanic, I'll take that, thank you. Dominus. Okay. That gave some armor at least. And that gave some armor at least. Okay. So, this tech priest has some armor. I'll take it. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Which is the important bit. No, I got that on there. Okay then. Now, do I want to equip this tech priest with a weapon? I'll be honest, I want to go basic weaponry. But I kind of don't want to go with weaponry at all first. This tech priest's role is as support, so... if I can run this tech priest as a support, that would actually be quite helpful. Or I run them as an assassin. What I could do is just run them as an assassin. Because they're not going to take damage. Well, not normally. Let's kick that one out. That only takes one. Oh no, that takes 2 augment slot. Takes 3. Let's chuck that one in. Because that way I can run this tech priest around the board. And on the subject of running a tech priest around the board, let's find the stealth trooper. What war gear have I got for him? Xenorite is here. Really could have done with upgrading his stats a bit. I might keep him as he is. Upgraded servitor. Escort the sacrificial servitors. That's a boss mission. That gets me that. Find the augmentations of the previous thingo. Actually, let's just see what's absolute power do. That increases the gauge. And that gives me a free attack weapon. Let's do that. I mean, this is basically the loadout I did on the last deployment, but it'll get a lot more work. Lector Dogmouthis Vidix. You speak of your machine cleansing ritual in the tomb of Acropus. Was it a successful? Or was it a success? Praise the Praise the Omnissiah! It was enacted in accordance with scriptures, but reports from the tomb of Ecropus suggest blasphemies beyond original assessments, even heretical additions to the Mensa Elementalis. Troubling indeed, Vidix. What is to be done? Extreme measures, Falcius. I have access to 3 ritual servitors, rare because their use requires them to be sacrificed during the ritual. I have waited many years for a situation requiring their use. I believe this is one such situation. Well, let's sacrifice some servitors. Loud hardware warning. These servitors are not made for combat, so they need their hands held all the way? They possess general purpose manipulators instead of hands. A figure of speech. It is always a risk sending any machinery into a hostile zone, Magos. Then protecting them shall be our primary concern. A shame they must be destroyed in the sacrificial ritual after such effort. It is in their destruction they shall realize their true purpose. Would that our lives could end with such a sacred utility. Memoirs of Saint Herestus 525. Blessed is the life that, in its ending, forgives a lifetime of sin. Speak for yourself, Felix. I intend to leave this planet alive. Yeah. A complex array of calibration devices surrounds a single lens of crystal. This chamber looks like it may have been a form of telescope. Thoughts? Oh no. Thoughts? Those, its exact function cannot be certain. Whoops, that was a mistake. I clicked too quickly and paid the price for it. Well, looking online, it seems a few people have a few more slugs that they don't want, so I might go after doing this conversion. Might go after doing more of this conversion and just making a Death Guard Lass Havoc team. Maybe. The Plague Champion could make for a good sergeant. I mean, that or I do undeath guarded, I do Codex Chaos Space Marines with Death Guard in them, which I think is an option. Who has stealth? That terminal's going to be hard to crack, so I want to just leave that one there. You're already over here, so you go there. 1-to-1 can go up here. You can go there, and you can start at the terminal and beat the snot out of it. That is a lynch guard. That is not a good place to stand. I'm just going to move to here. Why must you be like this, pathfinding? Let me get over to here. So I need that. Now, let's grab that. Let's grab some cognition here. Let's put through a prayer for damage. Omnissiah, bless our weapons. And let's open up. Still, that immortal's going to be a problem. Especially with how it's built. Oh well, I can deal with it a bit later. That lynch guard's going to be a nuisance. Especially depending on what it does. Yeah! Wiped! Unfortunately also revealed. What does he have? Oh, okay. That did a very decent amount of damage. And follow-up attack is going to incur his wrath. Too bad for me, I don't have the option for a follow-up attack. The joy of setting this difficulty setting to not have cants and no AoE, which also means no AoE weaponry. Six damage versus... Nah, I'll stay back here. Probably could have whacked it while I was in melee range. Oh well. Now they're going to be a nuisance. Well, it's too bad. I'm able to immediately wipe them. Well, maybe not immediately, but certainly getting close to it. Actually, before I go and do something so rash, cognition. That should have got rid of them. Okay. Let's get into the middle ground. That would be a waste versus taking on that thing. Let's get rid of the scarab. Now, currently there is no use for that tech priest, so I'll just leave him to the side. Jeez, it's interesting to watch what different people price the different Warhammer Heroes characters at. Let's just put that there. Let's get rid of him. Run over to here. That wouldn't do much. That, though, would take him out. Or not. Oh no, prompt him to run. There we go. When come reinforcements? Oh, right, reinforcements are over here. Let's just grab that cognition if I've got use. Yep, I've got use of the spike. Let's get rid of that and then head back to the generator. First off, go there because I need cognition. Who do I want to deal with first? Wait, I can do that? Sweet. I must have missed the point where I got the ability to dodge opportunity attacks. Smack him down. -3, that's good. How much range do I have? Because I'm going to just push him closer to the terminal so that I can get cognition next turn. Assuming that, you know, he doesn't try to move and get wiped. health does that terminal have? Enough. Yes. Okay. You can go here because there will be enemies coming up from there soon. You can just go to here. Now, I don't see many Death Guard with guns. With like bolters or anything. I do see one, like I see one Death Guard heroes with a banner. I see one with a bolter. Brother Glurg, the Foul, apparently. I see Scaboth, Plague Champion, Gengras. Oh well, we'll see what ones I'd get. It would be cool to do some more conversions for hero, do some conversions with hero stuff. Like, I don't plan on collecting Death Guard, but it could be cool to have a squad of Havocs for like a narrative campaign. Yeah, I mean, having some unholy units to use as enemies is usually a cool thing. Having something intimidating for your character, for your team to fight, is usually a good thing. So, is there anything I can really do with this assassin beyond, you know, just moving them around a little bit? Not really. They're not really equipped for combat. And here we go, more foes show up. Seems I started this at a good time. Yeah, though as it turns out, it's kind of hard to find las cannon barrels in my collection. Like, I've got plenty of the lower part from a bit slot, but it hasn't got the other side of the barrel, so I end up having to use part of a multi-laser. Relatively the same shape. Still works well. Now, where do I want to do? I'm going to just put him there and run him forward as soon as I can. This poor servitor is in trouble. May he do something useful before he dies. He probably won't. Free cognition. Now, you're not able to just target that one already, are you? It's just because I want to know what that Lynch Guard's stronger element is. Okay, damn. This is going to end badly. I'm going to have to abandon that position, because that lynch guard is going to absolutely maul this tech priest. But the further I fall back, the more damage I can do, and the longer I can delay reprisals, or more retaliation. Do damage, please. Take the shot. He is not doing well. Let's just move you to here. Also attack him again. At least he is severely injured. Funny enough, that's how radiation works in the next, in Mechanicus 2. It just does damage over time. Oh well, cognition. There's not enough cognition on this board, is there? I'm going to delay you. Could you get through? No, you can't. Okay. I might delay that one. You're just going to come back and wipe the servitor out. Poor servitor. Oh well, at least it gave us cognition. Where did I miss that? Oh, right, of course I did. Now, there's nothing I can really do with that one. Yeah, I can get him into combat. So, we've got that. Let's do at least a bit more damage to him. And move back. Precognition, and let's wipe it. I'm just gonna have to, because I want to make sure he goes down. If I'd used the pistol, it might not have worked, and it might not have done anything. Jeez, more of them. These Necrons don't quit. Fall. Okay, I can always deal with him in melee. Oh. Wait, hasn't that one not attacked yet? Oh, no, that's one of the first ones next turn. Okay. No, not worth it. I'll grab the cognition for next turn and I'd be surprised if it hasn't at this point. If it hadn't at this point. I'm trying to think who was the ones with the ability to order troops, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So let's whack that. Everyone else can get health. I can get damage output, and you can get some healing. So... ouch. Ooh, ow. That's unfortunate. Now, is it worth charging him over? No, it actually isn't. Okay. Take the shot. So yeah, like, I'm not entirely sold on the way GW have handled a lot of the factions. Like, I get, you know, Khorne following mobs not having snipers. But, like, the Alpha Legion's whole thing is master infiltrators and assassins. Like, they will have snipers in their ranks. It would be absurd for them not to. And it seems insane that GW haven't gone, you know what, here's an Alpha Legion squad. They have sniper rifles. They have, well, what was the Heresy version? Like, Heresy, I think, had some version of Stalker bolters. But, like, better. And it's insane that, you know, we haven't got Alpha Legion snipers for Chaos back at like 7th edition. Because so many other factions had snipers and the ability to target Chaos Space Marine characters. And Chaos didn't have a counter to that. Like, they didn't have the option to counter character spam and characters buffing units. Now, pardon me, I need to turn off the mic for a moment. But yeah, like, Chaos needed indirect fire, they needed a flying transport, and they needed snipers. Going back as far as 7th edition, or earlier. Now, I know there was Forge World, but Forge World at the time wasn't always allowed everywhere. And also, you know, it's Forge World, the stuff gets discontinued. Like, Chaos should have had the Storm Eagle as a plastic kit. Like, that thing should have been released as a plastic kit. I realise, you know, it required the popularity, and we might yet see that happen. But I doubt we'll see, you know, a Chaos version of it. We'll see, at most, we'll see a non-modified version of it for Horus Heresy. And we probably won't see it for 40k. Also, it gets, I mean, it's probably already Legends anyway, and GW are moving away from flyers for 40k, but seem to be moving towards them for Heresy. Now, pardon the noise we're about to have, because my hardware's about to get loud because the map generates heat, and the text over the map. This chamber shows a dangerously high level of radiation. It's possible the servitor's interface could have unexpected results if it occurred in this location. Let's prepare. Yay! Cognition. So, let's go this way. But yeah, also, who's looked at that new Dark Angels Space Marine Heroes? They're so boring. They're just generic Primaris Marines with maybe a handful of Dark Angels add-ons. They're not, you know, as characterful as the Space Marine Heroes once were. And it's a shame, because, like, if you're going to go to the trouble of making unique sculpts, make them interesting. Now, where am I going to go? Who goes first? You go first? Okay, you can handle that one. You were injured and probably should get healing. He was the medic? Yeah, let's have him stand behind him. Let's have you go to here. You are going to run your ass up the map. You are going to come over to here. And that are going to be useful. Now, first off, heal him because that's tech priest needs it. Jeez, that tech priest really needs it. Oh, I'm out of cognition. Yeah, that tracks. Use that on yourself. Now, you only had one. Okay, let's grab that. Okay, wow, 35 people have joined the stream. Welcome. Or maybe some have joined and some have left. I hope you're enjoying the stream either way. We're talking about, well, Warhammer Heroes customization and kind of excitements and disappointments. Like, yeah, like looking back at the different Warhammer Heroes runs, like you've got the one, like you've got the Death Guard one, which were actually really cool, even though, you know, they're heretics. The Blood Angels one, which was Terminators. Now, they're out of scale for the new Terminators, but that didn't matter because they were in scale for the old ones. But like the Terminator sculpts, there was a, like, each one of them looked really cool, even as, you know, kind of generic looking Marines, and like they came with a banner Terminator amongst them. Sure, that was rare to get hold of, but hey, at least we're finally getting a banner one nowadays. I mean, there were two generations of the Tactical Squad one of which had come with a sergeant with grav pistol, a number of three kind of bolter troopers, one of which had Norspecs, and a missile launch. There was also a missile launcher and a heavy bolter. Now I ended up with like I ended up with like a Devastator squad's worth of the heavy bolter of like the heavy weapons. Now, when that one goes to move, he will get damaged. Now, you can grab all cognitions, so you're going to grab that cognition. I'll happily have that upgrade, thank you. Now, you are going to go into melee with this one. And tell me what the stats are. Okay, this one's weak in melee. That did 7 damage, not bad. I don't think he can counter-attack yet, because I haven't quite lost my invisibility. He will after this, though, which is why I healed him up. Only 1 damage, that's not good. Especially since he's about to counter-attack. Ow. Let's render that damage pointless. Okay. He's going to march up. Oh, it's that one that goes next. Okay. Now, I'm going to have... Now, If I attack this, what weapon have I got you with? Yeah, free attack axe goes bang. Yeah. Let's just move over to it and grab the other cognition. Let's just move here. Because I'd rather not anger that lynch guard just this moment. Instead take the shot at him. Yeah! That did some damage. Now move back over to here. Okay, you aren't able to do much support against anyone, are you? You're going down here. Now, were you the infiltrator? No, you're the one that actually can do some damage. Okay. Yeah, let's wipe that one out, or at least do some severe damage to it. And then move back into cover. Now, since we don't know that one's stats... Okay, physical damage. That's a problem. Yes, take him down. Aww. Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh boy, that is unfortunate. That Skitari is in trouble. Okay, so... I need to get this one as far over this way as I can, because I need to get them in contact with that generator. But they can't really go any further, so, oh well. Ow. Yes! Oh no, where are you going? Oh, you're going to be shooting. Oh. Well, at least I can get him into contact with the immortal. Oh boy, reinforcements. Lovely. That Skitari's in trouble. Let's just go here and take him down. Let's get rid of that. Let's just blast him. Okay, that Necron Immortal is not Immortal, that Lynch Guard's. I can aggro him and get him to move and take him down. Oh, it actually did damage. That's more than I was expecting. I was not expecting it to actually do damage. I'll take it though. Damage is damage. Let's keep going. More damage for everyone. Probably should have buffed shielding though, given the reinforcements that just arrived. On that subject, that poor Skitari. Please don't die. Yeah! Skitari lived! Now, I open Steam to check if we have a release date for Mechanicus yet, but I don't think we do. Store page. Mechanicus 2. Still to be announced! There's what, 2 months left? There's now not even 2 months left of the year. If it's related to the Unity issue, I don't blame them. But, like, it still would have been nice to, know when the pre-order will be. Oh well, I'm guessing the pre-order will be probably soonish. Let's just move to there. So I want to take advantage of that Rust Stalker. Or more, its blades, to do some damage. Take the shot. Geez, YouTube really is pushing my live streams. Not so much my, pre-recorded content, but, yeah, we took it out. Nice. Okay, let's get down to here. Because, yeah, I could do with making sure he gets healed next turn. You're going to kill that poor Skitari. No, my poor Skitari! Binaric rage intensifies. Free cognition. Take the shot, and what's his stats? Physical damage is... I don't know, he's got a shield against physical. Cool. This won't do anything, this won't hurt him yet. At the end of his next turn it will. I'm gonna just put that up because he will be targeted by the enemy soon. So apparently apparently YouTube's bringing in new terms relating to gameplay, and particularly you're not supposed to show violent acts done towards civilians. And yeah, it's going to suck for GTA players, but I mean the amount of Geneva violations I see people treating the Geneva Convention like a checklist with content in video games, and I'm like, guys, the Geneva Convention's supposed to exist for a reason, and I mean most of you are part of a country that vaguely agreed to it. Well, Geneva and War Crimes Convention. And also that UN Rights of the Child Convention exists, and a lot of other people probably don't want it to, because, it covers things like making sure children have food, and that they shouldn't be sexualized, which is a good thing. They shouldn't be. It's weird. And far too much media has done it far too often. Well, frankly, we shouldn't be judging children on anything other than their behaviour, and the behaviour reflects on the parents, or guardians, or lack thereof, in some cases. Now, what's this guy's stats? Yeah, that didn't do anything, but at least it puts thing in, and I've probably annoyed someone by talking about a real world topic. And I'll be honest, I don't talk all that much about politics on my channel, partly because I want the channel to be somewhere that my fellow lefties can escape to, you know, get a break from politics. If a few right-wingers join us, so be it. Maybe you won't stay right-wing. Geez, nearly 50 people have joined the stream. Thank you. I'm not sure how many of you have stuck around, but, because I'm just seeing the notifications in the top of the screen. Thank you, that's awesome. Wait, we've got... Now the stream is updated with the mission name. Jeez, there's 49 of you watching. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you're working on any 40k or miniatures hobby related stuff, I'd love to hear in the comments. Like, I mean the actual comments, not the ones that'll be along the side panel that will be deleted when the stream ends, because YouTube doesn't permanently record them outside of if I display them on the screen. Just to avoid trouble, I don't display the side text on videos very often. Now, where am I going with you? Alright, I was going to heal that other tech priest, wasn't I? Let's use the good one first. Jeez, that immortal down the back end there is going to be a problem. Let's heal that. Hey, a 50th person joined. Nice. Welcome to the stream. So I will keep the stream up afterwards. Like, I do these streams both with the intention of, you know, them being kind of longer lasting video, but also just because I do enjoy the game. Like, I wasn't able to start the game initially when it came out. I ended up getting on to it a bit later. But I wouldn't be doing my platinuming stream series if I didn't enjoy the game. Also, looking at Skyrim's achievements for Special Edition on PC, it's really telling just how many people who buying it have bought it just to use mods. Like, the achievement for there is an achievement for, you know, completing Unbound, the starting quest, and not everyone has that. Which means people probably put mods in to begin with. And of course mods disable achievements, which is honestly an absurd decision. Bethesda, what the heck? Mods are half the reason your game is profitable, if not more than that. But yeah. Because Mechanicus 2 isn't coming out on PS4, it will be some time before I could actually live stream it, because quite frankly a PlayStation 5 is an expensive piece of hardware that is currently way out of budget. And certainly not in budget for this year. I'll be seeing about it next year. I also can't live stream Genshin at this point, because I kind of messed up and instead of closing the game, I accidentally uninstalled it. And because the lifespan of the game on PS4 is ending, Now, could I do damage to him? At range? Not really, no. A different tech priest will, though. Is there any more cognition hiding around the battlefield? No, there isn't. Okay, I might just hold off. I wonder how many people could join the stream. I'm going to take this guy out with a pistol. Let's do that. There we go. Whoa, loud hardware. High value target, Lord Acropus, visual reference logged. An image of Lord Acropus looms over this chamber, which must be traversed to reach the mission's objective. For some reason, the sacrificial servitors will not approach the graven image, preventing the cohort from continuing further. Let's collapse it. A demolition charge shatters the base of the statue and it falls to the ground, shattering into chunks of metal. The statue is made of a variety of useful metals and alloys which can be harvested for use on the Celestis Metallicon. Though the Necrons have been alerted by the sound of the explosion, the servitors are now willing to move through the chamber, and the mission continues. Problem solving. With gunpowder. Extra Necrons in battle. Ooh, glowing red button. Says do not press. Let's see if that's going to be damage. Yay, everyone gets healed. Too bad about that Skitari though. Ah well, there are more. Okay, oh, it's this mission. Oh! I'm noticing the firepower arrayed against us. That's a cause for concern. You can be up front as well, because you're mostly healed. Someone needs to go there. You probably should go here, so that you can go to intercept the enemy that's back there. You were in the right place, and you were going to be running and grabbing Blackstone. Start. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. What we got? Double inch guard? Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's walls of lynch guard. Now, what's coming out of those? Everyone gets plus damage. Take the shot. Now I want to move this one over to here because I want to bring them near the generator. Now I apologise if you're watching this retrospectively and YouTube has hit you with lots of ads. I haven't got it monetized, so I am not the one who's made that decision. That's YouTube. Pardon me there, had to put another layer on. It's getting late and getting cold. It's been surprisingly warm of late. Oh, she'd gone a couple of steps more. Oh well. Let's see what everyone's stats are. Okay, this one is the one I'm going to take out. So, since before dinner is not an option, brute force shall be applied. Or blunt force in this case. Or actually not so blunt force, more like sharp and spiky. Now you're going to get retaliated on. Ow. You still have the ability to heal yourself, so I would suggest doing that. Goody. Okay. Ouch. No, we know his stats, and I don't want to draw him closer. Move back into contact with that, please. Collect cognition. Oh boy. They fly now. They fly now. That was such a goofy ass line. Like, even John Boyega's, like, they've been flying since the Clone Wars. Like, that line made no sense. Especially said by a stormtrooper of the very faction who were doing the jump trooping. Ow. Let's get rid of him. Clonk. Free cognition. That had the same effect. Nice. Now, I am going to charge over here. At least spacing them out makes it harder for the lynch guard to gang up on them. But there's still that one back there that's probably going to get wiped by the lynch guard. Wait, you can heal yourself? Do that. I just will get as many of them back to full health as possible. Now, you run up here. grab cognition. Your orders are to run down here and grab Blackstone from that terminal. Hey! Damage. Not enough damage. This is gonna hurt. Okay, so oh, that's right, you're in melee. Now boink. It's like, oh, that didn't work. Yeah, this will. Now you can grab cognition from over here. You don't have the option for double cognition, do you? No, you don't. Okay. Single cognition will do. Repair yourself up somewhat. Hey, back to full health. Nice. I have this sinking feeling that I haven't got audio. Let me just double check that. It would suck if, you know, the main audio was me refilling a glass. Let's just see. Yep, there we go, we got audio. Sweet. Pardon, sorry if the stream quality dropped a little bit for a moment there. He's going to be a problem. Okay, first of all, you are going to take out that. You are not doing well, are you, mate? At least that lynch guard didn't stay on its course of going after the other guy, of going after the tech priest down there. Let's set a shot at him. Did I even heal? Okay, I have to run this one towards a medic. Let's grab cognition. One. Just look at how much of the battlefield this one covers in like one move. I can understand why they nerfed that with the sequel. Assuming I'm able to get there without getting gunned down. Let's get ready to go. Yes! Critted into oblivion. Ow. Okay, you can go to there. So... I am not going to do anything with that one. Oh boy. You're going to take aim at that one if you can. You can't. Good. Okay, that means nothing. Get rid of that. Oh, the enemy's actually within melee range. Cool. Okay. Of both of them. Good. Let's buff you up. Do some serious damage, please. That's good. Yay! I am going to run you over to here and open up on one of them. Come on, come on. Oh. So I can get you over to here. You can grab the console and start attacking the console. You're gone for this, but and sure, I know that that lynch guard's going to now wipe him out, but it was still worth a try. No cognition. Yay, cognition is recharged. Hey, there's 60 of you. Welcome to the new people. And I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Let's find out what he has. Oh, this is going to be a problem. At least I can move this one back. For some reason, this tile here is blocked. I love it when that happens. Just no explanation as to why, just you can't walk on certain tiles. Hey, we got rid of him. Sweet. Might just move you back to here. It's like, oh no. Let's start plinking away at that one's health. Run. It's like, retreat, retreat. And he's gonna now wipe you. Well, they will. Assuming I don't lure them off with copious amounts of heavy weapons fire. Which is currently the plan. First, though, I need to do that. And then get rid of him because he's annoying. Hey, that worked. And let's see about retaliation damage. Well, opportunity of attack of opportunity. You can move there. Open up on him. Jeez, that did well. Yeah, that'll work. Let's run down there and actually have some more cognition. Yay, that's now gone. I can start the task of getting this one back to the front. Let's not waste that cognition. So the current plan is to be live streaming all week, so kind of the same start, roughly the same start time, give or take. Let's get rid of that. Enemy. Yeah, this week's plan is really both to get stuff together for kind of this week and next week. Well, for next week and the week after, really. Damage absorbed. Damage absorbed and enemy self-absorbed. Well, that's a bit mean. Do I want to buff you? Yes. Damage. At least despite having random leveling up and the game's own random reward system, I've managed to make some half-decent tech priests, and then there's that one who's getting bullied by this lynch guard. Now, I'm going to lure the lynch guard in closer. Actually, can you hit them already? No, you can't. Okay. Let's let them take damage from the tech priest over here. Let's see if this tech priest can take them out. Aww. No matter. How much damage did you take? Jeez, you've not got much health left. You're going down. There we go. Now, does this get the sacrificial servitor into place, or do I have another fight? The last sacrificial servitor destroys itself with an exothermic reaction, pronouncing the binary streams of its final prayer. Videx's ritual is complete. 3 servitors have performed their ultimate function, and the path and the pull of Xenos corruption is raised a little from the tomb of Ecropus. Oh no, the Powell. The purification of the tomb of Ecropus is well underway. With continued vigilance, the souls of all the planet-side personnel shall be protected from corruption. I am as disturbed as you at the signs of blasphemy in the tomb of Ecropus. Though others in the mission might have questioned my choices in pursuing this purification, I have searched both emotional and logical imperatives and concluded this mission was justified. Hagiographices of Saint Regivalius, 9112. The purification. Purification is the prelude to annihilation. Logic demands we move on to that goal of annihilation soon, Magos. That is the Vidix ending speaking. And the Vidix ending is the canon ending, going off the intro of Mechanicus 2. Like, it's barely a spoiler. It is kind of a spoiler, but like Mechanicus 2 straight up says it in the demo. So, because I'm currently convinced that intro mission with Savola is both the demo as it currently is, but also I am convinced that's the intro mission. Until Mechanicus 2 comes out and convinces me otherwise, that's the intro mission. It's like, hey, I can't use, because I've set cants to 0. Now, you can be upgraded. Oh! Let's upgrade you again. Oh, that's useful. Which one was that? That's that. Or did that give us that one? Yeah, I think that gave me that one. Okay. Oop. First of all, let's get rid of that and swap that better one in. Then, let's finally give him some armor. What? Oh. Oh, that's not good. He hasn't got a head armor. That's unfortunate. So it's a choice between physical or non-physical armor. So I should have the 3rd tier version down over here. There we go. It's a shame I haven't got the head armor for this one. Now who can I upgrade? Yeah, you're the newbie. You get upgraded second to everyone else. Or apparently not. Hey, I can finally give him a heavy weapon. Did that give him? Oh, I gave him some armor, I think. That can be removed because the other one gives physical armor. I remember that because I've used it before. Now, how do I want to use this one? Do I want to use this one as range support or healing? Healing takes cognition. We got the buzzsaw. Did we get the buzzsaw? No, not the buzzsaw, the chainsaw. Do I want to give this one? Hey, you finally get a big range weapon. Only for it to be completely useless. Actually, doesn't have to be completely useless. It's just, if I'm going to use this one as range support with... Oh! I have the plasma cannon. Never mind. That's going on there. Do I have tier 2? Tier 2. And let's have that to push someone back. Finally, I have something that can burn away armor. And that will make him an even bigger target. Now, what missions do we have next? We have that one. That one gives us this thing. What enemies are we dealing with? We're not dealing with Lynchguard. Good. Find the previous expeditions thing. Yeah, I think I'll do that. There we go. Homophobe. Oh no. What voice was I using for this one? Tomb of... Oh no. Tomb of Ubjao presents opportunity for resource acquisition. Will not be pleasant. Pleasantness or otherwise is not an issue for Amigos of Mars. What is this opportunity? Settlers of St. Eckhard's Hope breached the tomb. Flayed ones used their corpses as raw materials. These settlers possessed the archaeotech and augmentations now lost to Imperial science. And you suggest recovering these materials for our use? I comprehend the disgust such a proposal would have for less augmented personnel. Augmentations and forgotten tech are extremely valuable to the Medicaid facilities. If the opportunity arises, Quartermaster, I shall see if these resources can be returned to Imperial use. Prepare for loud hardware. My scouts have postulated a deposit of bodies at a location well within the tomb. It would explain how the flayed ones got their biological material before any Skitari were lost inside. Preservation of corpses is remarkable. The sealed environment of the tomb probably helped mummify the dead of St. Eckhard's Hope. Maybe some of the Necron technology, some Necron technology too. Whatever it is, it stopped when we breached the tomb, because the place stinks of decay. Then time to recover is limited. Decomposition and Necron use will soon render them beyond our grasp. Now, once up there... Oh, we can just daisy chain between them. Nice. I'm an idiot. Well, actually no. I just didn't go to the right spot. But curiosity increases. An irresistible, delectable, fascinating curiosity. Perfect addition to my spine collection. So let's examine the chamber first. The cohort skirts around the edges of the chamber, checking for traps and hidden devices. They find a pressure switch on the pedestal linked to packets of concealed explosives, and are able to examine this simple but effective example of Necron cunning. Okay, the destroyer is there. Oh, that's a problem. Let's just move you to the... Yeah. I'm gonna save my troops because they're a limited resource. Okay. Oh shit. Am I coming down with something? I think I'm okay, but that spooked the hell out of me. Pardon me, I'm just watching my vision because I think I just had a migraine warning. And that would abruptly end this stream. Straight up. I'm not fighting a migraine to live stream. Bloody sick of getting them though. No, that wouldn't annihilate him. Now, you took some damage. Time for revenge. What's his stats? Oh, this will be good. I can wipe him down, or wipe him out. Wipe him down probably means something else entirely. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that didn't take him out, but at least it helped. Let's grab cognition. Ow. Oh no, not the bad option. I was worried. I thought that was the double Gauss barrel one, not the Tesla carbine or Tesla cannon thing. I love with Necrons how what we're facing is like the lower end of their technology in 40k, because like this is a species that conquered their gods and now wield them as Pokemon, which will remain funny to me. You know what? Let's just move into here. Let's grab cognition. Let's just push him out of melee range. Can I then proceed to get... Okay, that's wild. Okay, let's use this. Right. So I can draw a line of sight on them, but I can't on them. Okay, that might work better. Be gone. Oh, one of them is. Oh, of course, I was able to get through because I hadn't done, so I hadn't, oh, come on, hadn't revealed myself. That makes sense. Now, let's go this way. Let's just head this way. Because I am going to take advantage of whatever consoles I can get my hands on. I'll grab as much blackstone as I can, even if it means enemy reinforcements. Now, cognition, please. Be gone. No, I ain't got rid of that one at least. Now I'll move into there. Now I wonder where that one's gonna jump to next. Nah, figures he come over here to be a menace. Okay, where am I sending this one? It's like end of turn 1 and we've only done this much. Well, we've still got a decent ways. And reinforcements show up, because of course they do. Damage it. Ow. I'm trying to get, I want to get this one over to here so you can wipe out that first flayed one. And then I'm going to just do that. Take it out. Let's just move to here because I want to open up on that destroyer. Even if it doesn't kill it, it will wound it. And it does kill it. Nice. I didn't trust the other tech priest's axe to properly cut through the armor. Also, the way armor works in the next game seems to have changed, which cool, I guess. Now, nope, I don't need that. Okay, end of turn. first take you out. Then let's head here and take that out. Would that take him out on its own? Yeah, no harm in using this. Don't get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Now the servitor will deal, either the other tech priest or the servitor will deal with that flayed one when it goes to move. Now you are coming after that immortal. Yeah, I'm glad to see my video on the Ursula did okay. Let's just do some decent damage to this. Let's just move you back into contact with the cognition generator and light it up. There we go. Yeah, I'll clear it when I wipe out that last flayed one. Or last couple of flayed ones. Where's the other one? Just thought there was another one that had a turn. Oh well. Now, pardon, the console's going to get loud, but that happens. Could this be one of the places the settlers breached? It could be worth examining. Maybe the remains are close by? Let's search. Hey, we got cognition. Nice. Let's do that. Okay, our presence has been detected. Now, okay, oh yeah, where's this map? So, this one can go to there to run around the map. You can go there to run over the map. You can stay here. I might as well put the Skitari down. I am a little concerned by the number of flayed ones here, but I've had worse. Let's just do some damage to him. Okay, that chopped a good chunk of his health off. Let's see if this can chop more of it. Let's just whack him with that. At least I took his health down somewhat. Yeah, let's grab the cognition. So, what do I want to deal with next? You're going to go over and probably harass... Oh no, you're coming into the center. Cool. You're going to get wiped. A poor choice. A poor choice. Crit wiped. Nice. Let's take out the rear one. I don't need that. Let's take that out. Now where's he gonna go? Ah, it's gonna be target practice. Cool. Okay, run over this way. Just run you to here. Let's grab that. Now. That out. Yay, we got rid of that flayed one. At some point I've got to kit bash some flayed ones. The fun part will be the hands. I can just move him to there. Do that then. Grab that. Yay! Aw, 'cause they can just walk down. Let's just eliminate that flayed one. Head over to here and then I'll shoot that one that's right there. Oh, I wasted cognition, but still. There's still two left, okay. Now. Let's wipe out the further away one. So that enemy up there is only weak to... Let's just charge the flayed one. I don't think I'm gonna need to use the use the Xenorite macro stubber. Hey there, buddy. How do you like buzzsaws? Because I'm about to introduce one to you. Apparently not very much. But yeah, so a long dead corpse, desiccated and drawn, lies in the corner of this chamber. From the tatters of clothing and the age of the corpse, it looks like one of the settlers of St. Eckhard's Hope. Perhaps this isolated body contains some valuable tech Roe was seeking, or valuable information. Yeah, let's do that. Nothing gained? Well. We are here to hunt for equipment and materials. Warning, our presence has been detected. Took long enough. This chamber appears to have only been recently reconnected to the network of passageways linking the areas of the tomb. It seems to have been used as a shelter by some of the settlers, who evidently became separated from the main group and barricaded themselves here to die. A few mouldering skeletons still remain. Let's search the remains. Oh. And here was me thinking we might have found something. Oh well. Let's go to the final room. Okay, then who goes first? You? Okay, you go there. Let's just do the line. Okay, that brings up the next area. Complete with foes. Let's just move there. Let's just go there. Now, let's just provide the buffs and then take the shot. Okay, he has an energy resistance. I can take him out with physical, with the combination of ranged and melee firepower. I just picture a Skitari flexing, going firepower. It's the least muscly looking being on the planet. Mind you, lore Skitari and gameplay Skitari are totally different things, and 40k tabletop Skitari are very different on account of the fact Skitari predate the plastic range, and what was in the previous lore is very different. Okay, is it worth running? Nah, you've used up your abilities. Now I'm gonna bring you over to here and go plink. Okay, where am I going with that? Yeah, I'm starting to be running on fumes. Oh well, that happens. I've been going for what, like nearly 2 hours? Okay, go to that. Oh, I did not see that enemy down there. Take the shot and see what his stats are. Okay, melee it is. It's ouch time. Okay. Probably shouldn't have put him so close to the other flayed one. Oh well. 8 damage is pretty good. Let's just use the other one. I don't think I've taken that much damage. Oh, okay. An interesting choice. Not one I would have made. Wait a second, am I running the one that's actually able to do... Damn, I meant to use that one over there. We got any... Boinky spoinky. So I meant to use that against him. Yeah, let's do that. Let's head back. Use that. Just do that, then good. Okay, that gets cognition. Hey, let's wipe him. Aw, didn't wipe him. Oh well. Now, is it worth... what's the HP of that big one over here? It's worth coming over to here first. Oh, well, if it's going to be like that, let's get rid of that. Let's go here. That took him down to 1. You are going over to here because you can, and that destroyer is about to go under. No, he'll do damage, but In return, he'll go down. So if you're in Victoria, how are you guys enjoying the, are you guys having a Melbourne Cup weekend holiday? Let's just get rid of that. Let's do that. Let's shoot that thing up and then go further. Now, let's take that thing out. And run up here. Smack that. Okay, now you can go here. Now I'm going to take out that flayed one over here. And I'm going to run this tech pressed over to the like so I can smash the console. Let's do that. Okay. Let's just run you to here. Pardon me, going blank there. Okay. It's been a longer stream than I initially intended, but I figured I'd stick around because you guys have. So... we are going... Okay, you can just wait. You can just wait. Yeah, I'm with it being both Mass Effect's anniversary at the end of the week and yeah, with it being Mass Effect's anniversary at the end of the week. Oh, come on, brain. And being Skyrim's anniversary next week, the second channel, which is normally just dedicated to live streams, is going to get a lot more content. Particularly, the plan for the 7th is to have a Mass Effect Empire at War Let's Play, because there is a mod for Empire at War that lets me do that. Let's see if I can reap the galaxy. We are eternal. We are the end of everything. You cannot escape your doom. Several examples of lost augmetic techniques recovered. The Ferrosurgeons will make great use of them. Then I allow myself satisfaction and pride that our endeavours were successful. Returning such technology to the Adeptus Mechanicus is a sacred act, if it brings the galaxy closer to the Omnissiah's vision. Also replaces lost limbs, eyes, or wounded Skitarii. Wounded Skitarii. Return to battle, fight on, kill, then die for the machine god. Cycle continues. This is as it must be. So, let's see about doing some upgrades onto the tech priests, and let's see what's my kill count. The Tube of Oobjiao is a great spot for just farming flayed ones. You just kind of don't bother going up the top and just stick around at the bottom with just harvesting them as they appear, or across the map. Mind you, that takes like a very long time to do. It took several hours to set up when I did it. When I did that stream the other year. What do I want to do for you? I think it's you I want to upgrade next. Okay, that gives me the damaged servo skull. That gives me something. It didn't give a head option, which is a problem because that's what I need for this tech priest. But it did give me enough spots to be able to stick the proper tier 1 on. Now, you can be upgraded at least once. Only once, it seems. Okay. Better than nothing. Which one did he get? Was it that? No. It was something. Oh well. I'm not sure what, but let's do that. Well, at least we've got 1-to-1. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. I think I'm going to end this here. 3 missions is enough for one night of streaming. But yeah, we are at 74 alert level. That is not a good sign. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to leave in the comment section what hobby stuff you guys are working on. I'd love to hear. Anyway, catch you tomorrow, hopefully. Otherwise, later in the week.